Well, a very good morning from me, back over the Lake District, and the first time I think in 5, if not 6 weeks. The weather has not been the best, and I have had the cold from hell for the last 2 weeks. Nice free parking, and where we're heading today, what was a brand new fell, and the walk begins right behind us, and we're going up to Sail Fell. So as you can see, we're bang on track, and as well as the BOS maps, I've got one of the world famous Eric Walmsley paper maps as well. I had the pleasure actually of meeting Eric. It must be 5 years ago there now, just above the high fells above Grasmere. I bumped into him. We had a really good chat for about 10-15 minutes, and he was a really nice guy to meet. Unfortunately, I've never bumped into him again, and it would have been great to do a walk with him, but you never know, one day that may happen. So really nice to get out again, really nice to see a day that's not covered with mist, damp, gloom, which it has been basically most of November. Anyway, chatting away at the camera so much, I miss me turning. You can walk around the base of Sail Fell, and if you wanted, could do, I think, a circular loop of it without actually climbing to the top if you didn't fancy doing that. But back there, where I've just come from, there is a turn that starts to climb up towards the summit. Either way, that's where we're heading. So it is a canny little pull up there. Reminds me a bit of Hallam Fell. Not very high, but a little bit of a steep up. But to be honest, we've just about broke the back of it there now. Only been going about 10 minutes. Sun out, nice crisp bite in the air. For me, this will be an absolutely ideal first fell, either for a family or for people who maybe want to do a Wainwright, unsure which one. Whatever you do, do not do cat bells. Oh man, I watched 2 really good videos last week, from Dee from Northern Chubby Girls Adventures and Emma from Em's Adventure. They both went over to do cat bells last week. To be honest, they were quite close to the top. The wind was really bad, so they did the sensible thing and come back. If you go up cat bells via the nose, you hit 2 scrambly sections, 2 if not 3 scrambly sections, and if you're not used to scrambling, or if you don't like scrambling, it can be a bit off-putting. So they both did really well to get 2 of the scrambly sections out of the way before the really bad wind had to turn them back. There's so many different options that you can do for a first fell. Walla Crag, Hallam Fell, this one, Sail Fell. I mean, you look at this here, it's ideal for kids. You can imagine kids running about, you can let them off the leash, and they can really run about, enjoy themselves without any sort of danger at all. Oh, how nice is that? Now that has been AWL for the last 4, if not 5 weeks. There's no official cairn up here, there's just a couple of stones, so the summer cairn may not be that inspiring. Having said that, look at that over there. Fantastic. Skiddaw in the cloud in the background, and you've got the ridge, Hullock Pike, Carlside, alongside where I was in January, I think it was, with Chris from Body Lads on Tour. Real canny lad he was. I mean, I've been watching Chris's channel when he had a handful of subscribers. At the time, last January, he was about 600-700 subscribers behind me. 11 months later, he's about 22,500 subscribers ahead of me, which says something about both our channels, how good his is, and well, I won't say the rest. But either way, yeah, it was a really good day with him. We had a good laugh. But one thing he's been doing, he's been getting asked lots of questions. So in every video, he'll sort of answer a couple of questions. I thought, hey, what a good idea that is. But one question I do get asked all the time: what is your most favourite fell and why? I would have to say cat bells. It was the very first Wainwright I ever did, and I did it with my youngest son. About a year later I did it with my grandson, Harry Metalman. I've also done it with Mrs. Metalman. It holds such good memories for me. So for me, my favourite fell, for the reasons I've just mentioned, would be cat bells. If you are interested in finding out any other things, leave a comment, and the next video I do, I'll answer another question. A total rip-off from Chris from Bonnie Lads on Tour. Sun on face again. Oh, I have missed you so much. Another thing I've been asked about is this app, Peak Lens. So open the app up, point, and it'll show you all the peaks it's looking at, give you the name. A couple of people say they couldn't download it. If you've got Android, you should definitely be able to download Peak Lens. It's a free app, and I think very, very useful. Still don't feel 100%, even though I was quite happy the way I did sort of power walk. Well, not sure about the power, but I did go up quite quickly up the side of the fell there, and it was relatively steep. So I did intend to do Link Fell as well today, but I'm going to leave that for another day. Feeling a bit tired, I must admit, which wasn't helped by my next door neighbour banging on my front door 2:30 this morning. I mean, fair enough, I was already up. I'd been practising my bagpipes, but I could have done without it, to be quite honest. But don't blame me, blame Tony Blackburn. Either way, let's have a wander about. There's quite a few little summits up here, so I'm just walking around all of them, make sure I do get to the correct one. Sometimes when you haven't been out for 4, 5, 6 weeks, but the temptation sometimes when you wake up and you get up at say 5 o'clock and it's pitch black and it's really cold, the temptation is just to stop in bed, turn over and go back to sleep. I am always so pleased I never ever do that. So the sun has dropped behind the clouds and it's looking a bit gloomy over there. A lot of cloud over the top of Skiddaw. And I'm going to head off this way. I know according to Eric's map he walked round and did a circle back round that way, but I'm going to head this way, circle back round, and then I'm going to have a wander down into Keswick. It's the market day today, so always enjoy having a look around there. Anyway, let's get moving. So that's where we were 5 minutes ago. Topsail fell. I've just dropped down here and no other reason, just I saw Palace Stones. As always, my plans are very, very fluid, so looks like a high point over there, and I'm going to drop back down. Really enjoyed this walk. Very, very small walk, but a thoroughly enjoyable one. And I say something, I'm looking forward to coming back and all, and bringing the family with us next time, but on a nice warm summer's day. I'm sure they'll all really enjoy it. I just can't get over them clouds. The colour, the light, the dark. The mood, the drama, it always just blows my mind. Oh, look at that, man. That is ridiculous. You could put me a chair, I'd just sit and look at that all day. Unfortunately today, with me forgetting me down jacket, for years and years I have gone on and on about getting a Rab down jacket. I eventually get one, and I leave it at home. It's absolutely bloody Baltic. 1 degree when I got here, and now the sun's dropped. I bet it's dropped below freezing there now, and having said that, I'm still in shorts, mind. To us northerners, this is tropical. Why on earth I keep saying this rubbish, I don't know, but now this is why I keep losing subscribers. So in loving memory of Margaret and Jeff Brown. For those who lived our land to rest a while and dream their dreams. How nice. And what a place to dream. Now for some reason, a few people have asked us to do a bit more singing. God knows why. See if you can guess the channel. Write in the comments if you know who it is. But if I start singing, let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'll be right there with you. What channel would you say that is? Yeah, write it down if you know. I know a few people will. Just had 5 minutes here, but so tempted to take so much longer. But it is, the wind's getting up there now, and it's not that strong, but it is cold. I might head over here, see where that leads us. If it leads us back to the car, I'm going to jump in it and head down to Keswick. To finish the day. Absolutely amazing. So what a really nice church that was. I really enjoyed having a walk around there. So if you wanted, you could start your walk there, walk up through the church and take the path. See down there, that's actually where I did park. But today's been a really good walk. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, so really pleased that you've decided to come along with us. Well, if you have watched the video all the way through, thank you very much appreciated. If you've enjoyed it, click on the like button, really would appreciate that as well. And it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.